Hi and welcome to Wholehearted Me. Okay, so a viewer has asked, can I show you how to make a folder and a notebook? So when you've just got, especially those that have just got the Paper Pro, are new to the ReMarkable ecosystem, it is good to know how to do all the things. I've got a gestures video, integrations video. There are some definite setup videos that are on my channel for you to be able to, I might pop up in the cards one after the other, to get yourself started with that. But let us make a folder first and then we'll make a notebook. So one of the gestures is to pull down from the top with one finger very gently, like tissue paper. That will close any notebook that you're in. But to make a folder, you come down the bottom. This is a menu down the bottom here with the plus. You tick the plus and you go folder. You give it a name. So we're going to call this test. And I like my folders to be in uppercase. That's one of my naming conventions. It's really great to know that. You only get to know that as you use anything. As you use it, you work out what you like and don't like, right? Same with folders and files. So I'm going to call that test and I'm going to click create. And you can see now that in this folder that I'm already in, which is my files, work, YouTube, how to. That's the folder I'm in. I do nesting, so one within another, like the Russian dolls. I've created a folder now called test. The reason it's white is because there's nothing in there. But we're going to go in there now and we're going to make a notebook and then you'll see it will turn to black. All right, so if I can tap on it with my finger or I can use the pen. So I'm going to tap on it with my finger just to show you that I can. And now it's empty because there's nothing in it. That's why it's white. And now to make a notebook, you go down the bottom and you press the plus. Again, this menu comes up. Down here in this menu, you can create a notebook, a folder, or a quick sheet. You can also search for something in this menu. It's repositioned. It was at the top and they've repositioned it down the bottom just in case you haven't used your ReMarkable for a while and all of a sudden it's all changed. All right, so add notebook is as simple as that. But when you're adding a notebook, there are 1, 2, 3 settings for you to choose from. Whereas when you add a quick sheet, it is a notebook, but it puts you straight in. You do not choose settings. You can do that later. All right. So first of all, the name, I'm going to keep notebook 4. Then do you want to see the last page visited or do you want to see the first page? I always like to see the first page because I do headings on mine. I draw covers and I like to see that. But if you want to see the last thing you were editing, then last page is a good option. And the third thing is the template. You want to pick the template you want. I use blank a lot because of the way I use my device, my use case. But you could certainly go into view all. And there's categories up the top here. There is also portrait or landscape. So if you tick landscape, they're going to be, if you like to use your device around this way, which I do not use it that way, very rarely. So I always use the portrait and you can see that there's still categories. So for creative, if you're on landscape, it'll show you the landscape templates. If you click on portrait, it will show you the portrait. So pick what you want. I'm going to pick blank. So there are my 3 settings. I click create. And all of a sudden I'm in the notebook and you can tell I am one down here, the icon, and also it says notebook and it's got the name and I can go back in and change all of those settings that I already selected. I can go back in and change those. And now in the last couple of updates, we've been given file information now, notebook information. Notebooks are files. Notebooks are files, which are also documents. Yeah, I won't go into more detail than that probably in this video. So this is a notebook. And it sounds like my granddaughter is here. So I think I've showed you everything. When I hop out, you will see now there is a notebook and it's inside of my test folder, which when we go back to how to, the test folder is now black because when I click on it, there's a notebook. I hope that helps. That's for our viewer is the doggy The doggy in Lisa and Estella 3478. That's for you, honey. I hope that helps. If not, ask me another question and I'll do what I can to help. All right. I'm going. Got to try and find myself. There we are. Bye.